Time for Media Watch. Olivia's here to tell us, well, whatever's been said online, and I bet there's quite a lot regarding François Hollande and his inauguration in the rain. He got soaked, didn't he, poor lad?
He did get soaked. The poor man had to change his suit before he went to do the official ceremony. Now, a lot of focus has been on the weather, but of course it was a big day for us in Paris, inauguration of a new president. Just taking a look at how it was seen from the outside, not within France, lots of focus on how simple the ceremony was, how it was very pared down compared to 5 years ago, and Nicolas Sarkozy, very quick, quite simple. Telegraph headlining on Mr. Normal, François Hollande, ushers in a new era in France. Le Monde, of course, in Paris, focused on how he didn't have his children present, Ségolène Royal wasn't there, just Valérie Trierweiler, his partner, who was, of course, under scrutiny for what she was wearing. The Guardian took a very jokey article saying, OK, this is Mr. Normal, let's see how he matches up to other leaders, literally in height. Now you've got him as 2 inches taller than the German Chancellor, but quite a bit shorter than David Cameron and Barack Obama. They say he's 2 inches under average height for a French president.
Do they read anything into that?
They say that people generally prefer taller leaders and they trust them more for being larger. I take offence to that, personally.
I do too, because I'm only slightly taller than François Hollande, in thick socks.
The real story, of course, for the international press is what's going on right now. That is François Hollande and Angela Merkel meeting in Berlin, as Time magazine covered this week. Their title was Bonjour Angela, which means basically the focus is
That's
Europe.
it, on this relationship between the French
That's
leader
the
and
first,
German leader, of course, which is key to the functioning of Europe, isn't it?
Absolutely key, absolutely key. So let's see what happens this evening.
Indeed, indeed. Austerity on the menu at the dinner table. It's bound not to be digested too well by either side, I imagine.
I'm sure.
What's next, Olivia?
Leveson inquiry in the UK. Now, this is the
phone hacking.
Phone hacking inquiry. This is a large inquiry. It's really overarching about press ethics in the UK. Now, nothing had been happening for months and months. This had been prompted by last summer's allegations that News of the World had been hacking phones to get their stories, to get their leads.
I think it's
well,
fact.
it's fact indeed, you know.
Yeah.
Now, the first real development in that Rebecca Brooks, former editor of News of the World, has been charged. Here we can see it was on the front page of every paper in the UK today, but she's not been charged for the interception of communications, phone hacking. She's been charged with trying to pervert the course of justice, that is, interfering with the inquiry itself. Now, they have evidence that she and her husband and a number of her associates have been concealing documents, trying to destroy computers, which of course messes up their investigation. She's denied this. She's come out this afternoon with a statement to the press saying that she thought this decision by the courts was weak. So let's hear from her.
Whilst I have always respected the criminal justice system, I have to question today whether the decision was made on a proper, impartial assessment of the evidence. And I am baffled by the decision to charge me today.
Of course, she dines with David Cameron, who we learnt earlier was 6'1".
He's indeed 6'1". This is what I was going to say. It's very embarrassing for David Cameron that a close friend of his be involved in this kind of thing. And I mean, the maximum life sentence for perverting the course of justice in the UK is life. I mean, she's unlikely to get that kind of sentence, but...
Hey, who knows what will turn up in this inquiry, because some of the things they've revealed, I mean, it led to the end of the News of the World newspaper, didn't it? You know, 140 years of this national title, and all of a sudden, because of these allegations,
folded.
Murdoch pulls the plug, it's the end of the News of the World, and all these people out of jobs. I mean, some of them are back in employment, but there you go.
Yeah.
So who knows what could happen next in this inquiry.
Plenty of allegations still to be examined,
Indeed.
So it'll carry on running.
Olivia, we need to leave it there, I'm afraid, but I know Olivia could talk all night about these stories she's found online. Fantastic stuff here in Media Watch. Olivia, thank you very much indeed. Coming up, we have all the news, all the sport, and a little bit of culture for you too. Something for everybody. Men in Black and Men in Blue. Laurent Blanc revealing the players who will wear the blue of France, and we'll have Will Smith in Men in Black 3. Stay with us.